Ladies and gentlemen, life has a way of throwing challenges at us, emotional struggles, difficult relationships, unexpected setbacks. If we're not careful, these emotions can consume us, cloud our judgment, and even stunt our growth. Tonight, I'm going to share with you 7 key rules that will help you emotionally detach from the things that weigh you down. I want you to take control of your life, your emotions, and your future. This is not about denying your feelings, but learning how to manage them. Let's dive right in. Number 1. Taking responsibility for your emotions is one of the most powerful actions you can take in your life. It means accepting that you are the one in control of how you feel and how you respond to the world around you. It's easy to blame others for how we feel. We often think that someone's actions, words, or behavior have the power to make us angry, sad, or frustrated. However, the truth is, no one can make you feel anything without your permission. Your emotions are a product of your own beliefs, interpretations, and reactions to external events. In the teachings of Jim Rohn, he consistently emphasized personal responsibility in all areas of life. He said, the more you take responsibility for your life, the more control you have over your future. This principle applies not only to your goals, success, and personal development, but also to your emotional state. You see, taking responsibility for your emotions is not about suppressing them or pretending you don't feel them. It's about recognizing that you have the power to choose how you respond. Emotions are natural. We all experience them. They are signals telling us how we're reacting to circumstances. But what makes them constructive or destructive is the way we choose to handle them. When you take responsibility for your emotions, you understand that it's not the situation itself that determines how you feel, but rather how you perceive the situation and the meaning you assign to it. For instance, consider a scenario where someone cuts you off in traffic. The typical response might be anger or frustration. But instead of automatically reacting to the situation with these emotions, you have a choice. You can take responsibility for how you feel by recognizing that your emotional response is not solely caused by the other driver's behavior, but by your thoughts about that behavior. You can choose to let it go, not allow it to ruin your day, and move on without letting it have power over you. The key here is that you recognize that the feeling of frustration or anger doesn't have to control you, you control it. Taking responsibility for your emotions also means accepting that you are the one responsible for how you interpret the actions of others. Often we fall into the trap of blaming others for how we feel. We might say things like, she made me feel worthless, or he always makes me angry, but when we externalize our emotions in this way, we give away our power. We let other people determine our emotional well-being. This mindset leads to a life where we are constantly dependent on the actions of others to feel good or bad. And it creates a sense of helplessness. Jim Rohn often spoke about the importance of being the master of your own mind. In his words, the greatest gift you can give yourself is the gift of taking full responsibility for your thoughts, feelings, and actions. By taking responsibility for your emotions, you recognize that you have the power to change your thoughts and feelings. It's an empowering realization. Instead of letting your emotions control you, you start to control your emotions. This doesn't mean you won't feel anger, sadness, or frustration. It means that when those feelings arise, you don't allow them to define you. You take a step back, reflect, and choose a response that aligns with your values and goals. When you take responsibility for your emotions, you also free yourself from the victim mentality. It's easy to fall into the trap of feeling like life is happening to you, as if you have no control over what's happening around you. But true empowerment comes from the realization that you have control over how you respond to life's challenges. You can choose to stay calm in the face of adversity, to remain peaceful in moments of conflict, and to find gratitude even in difficult situations. The process of taking responsibility for your emotions is ongoing. It's a daily practice of becoming more aware of how you feel, how you react, and how you can choose better responses. It requires patience and self-compassion. But the reward is freedom, the freedom to live your life without being at the mercy of your emotions. You take back control, and in doing so, you create the life you truly desire. When you stop blaming external circumstances and take full responsibility for your emotional state, you start to attract more peace, clarity, and positivity into your life. You stop being a victim of your circumstances and become the creator of your emotional experiences. You will experience a deeper sense of empowerment, and you will feel more in control of your life, your relationships, and your future. Number 2, the power of perspective is one of the most transformative forces in our lives. How we choose to view the world directly impacts how we experience it. Our thoughts and emotions are largely shaped by the lens through which we look at situations. It's easy to get caught in the trap of seeing everything through a narrow or negative perspective. But when we learn to shift how we view our challenges, opportunities, and even ourselves, we open up a new world of possibilities. Jim Rohn often spoke about the importance of perspective in his teachings. He emphasized that we cannot control all the events that occur in our lives, but we do have control over how we interpret and react to those events. The way you see things is the way you live your life, Rohn would say. This powerful idea encourages us to recognize that by adjusting our perspective, we can transform our entire experience of life. When we embrace the power of perspective, we allow ourselves to see obstacles as opportunities, difficulties as lessons, and setbacks as stepping stones. One of the most significant ways to practice the power of perspective is to look beyond the immediate situation and zoom out to see the bigger picture. In moments of frustration, pain, or hardship, it's easy to get lost in the emotion of the moment. We might think that the challenge we're facing is insurmountable or that our problems are uniquely bad. However, by taking a step back and gaining perspective, we often realize that our challenges are not as permanent or as overwhelming as they seem. When we zoom out and view life as a whole, we often see that problems are just temporary and that they fit into a larger, more manageable pattern. Perspective also involves recognizing that things may not always be as they seem. For instance, we may view a failure or rejection as a sign that we are not good enough or that we are incapable. But when we shift our perspective, we can see these experiences as lessons, valuable feedback on how we can improve, grow, and move forward more effectively. Failure in this sense is not something to fear or avoid, but rather an essential part of the journey. If we begin to see every setback as an opportunity to learn and refine our approach, we begin to approach life with a sense of optimism and curiosity instead of fear and discouragement. Another key element of practicing the power of perspective is learning to see the positive in situations, even when they seem negative at first glance. This doesn't mean ignoring the challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. Rather, it means acknowledging that even in adversity, there is often a silver lining, a lesson to be learned, a skill to be developed, or a new opportunity to embrace. Jim Rohn often said, "For every negative, there is a positive." When we practice this mindset, we stop being passive observers of our circumstances and start being active participants in creating meaning from them. The ability to shift perspective also plays a significant role in our relationships. Often we may feel hurt or upset by someone's actions or words. But when we take a moment to consider things from their point of view, we may gain a deeper understanding of their behavior. Perhaps they're going through challenges of their own, or maybe their actions are not as personal as we originally believed. When we practice empathy and try to see things from another person's perspective, it can diffuse anger, reduce misunderstandings, and lead to stronger, more compassionate relationships. Perspective is also a powerful tool in managing stress and maintaining emotional balance. When life becomes overwhelming, it's easy to focus on the negative aspects of a situation, the obstacles, the setbacks, and the things going wrong. But by shifting our focus and deliberately choosing to focus on what is going well, we begin to see a more balanced and positive picture. The simple act of practicing gratitude, taking time each day to reflect on what you're thankful for, can help change your perspective on life. Gratitude helps you recognize that even in tough times, there are blessings and things to appreciate. In every moment, you have the power to choose your perspective. It may not always be easy, and it certainly takes practice, but the more you consciously work on shifting your perspective, the more you will see the world differently. You'll begin to view challenges as opportunities for growth, problems as temporary, and setbacks as part of your journey to success. As Jim Rohn wisely put it, the day you graduate from childhood to adulthood is the day you take full responsibility for your life. Part of that responsibility is recognizing that your perspective shapes your life. By practicing the power of perspective, you take control of how you perceive and respond to the world and ultimately how you experience it. Number 3. Mastering your time is one of the most crucial skills you can develop in your personal and professional life. Time is a limited resource, and once it passes, you can never get it back. Therefore, learning how to manage your time effectively is a game changer that can transform your productivity, success, and overall well-being. Jim Rohn often emphasized the importance of time management, stating that time is more valuable than money. You can get more money, but you cannot get more time. This insight underscores the reality that how we use our time has a direct impact on the quality of our lives. By mastering your time, you gain control over your future, your goals, and your happiness. First and foremost, mastering your time begins with intentionality. Too many people live their days on autopilot, letting life happen to them instead of taking charge of how they spend their time. If you want to be successful, you need to take a step back and consciously design your day. This means making decisions about what truly matters to you and prioritizing those activities. Jim Rohn often said, "The difference between where you are and where you want to be is the small discipline of doing what's required every day." This quote highlights the importance of consistency and intentionality in the way we allocate our time. If you want to achieve your goals, you must be intentional about how you spend each moment. One of the most effective ways to manage time is through planning and setting clear goals. Without a clear direction, time can easily slip away in unproductive or scattered activities. You need to know exactly what you're aiming for and break down those goals into actionable steps. By having a clear vision of what you want to achieve, you give yourself a roadmap to follow, which makes it easier to prioritize tasks and avoid distractions. Jim Rohn famously said, "Goals are the fuel in the furnace of achievement." When you have well-defined goals, you give yourself the energy and motivation to keep moving forward, even when things get tough. Another critical component of mastering your time is the ability to prioritize. Not all tasks are created equal, and it's essential to recognize which activities will have the most significant impact on your success. You may find that certain tasks are urgent but not important, while others are important but not urgent. Jim Rohn encouraged us to identify the vital few tasks that will bring us closer to our goals and focus on those. The Pareto principle, or the 80/20 rule, suggests that 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. By identifying and focusing on the most impactful tasks, you can use your time more effectively and avoid wasting energy on less important activities. Equally important is the need to eliminate distractions. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Social media, emails, phone calls, and even people can pull our attention away from what matters most. Mastering your time means learning how to block out distractions and stay focused on the task at hand. This may involve setting boundaries with others, turning off notifications, or dedicating specific times of the day for uninterrupted work. Rohn often reminded his audience that time management isn't about doing more, it's about doing what truly matters. If you can stay focused and productive during the time you've set aside for work, you'll accomplish far more than if you allow yourself to be constantly interrupted. Time mastery also involves delegating when necessary. You don't have to do everything yourself. Part of managing your time effectively is recognizing when to ask for help or delegate tasks to others who are better equipped to handle them. This frees up your time to focus on higher priority activities that align with your strengths and long-term goals. Whether it's outsourcing work, hiring support, or sharing responsibilities with others, delegation is a powerful tool that can help you stay on track and maximize your time. Additionally, it's essential to take care of yourself in order to make the most of your time. Self-care such as regular exercise, healthy eating, and adequate sleep plays a significant role in your ability to be productive and focused. When you neglect your health, you may find that your energy levels drop and your ability to focus wanes. Jim Rohn often emphasized the importance of physical health, saying, take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. By maintaining your physical and mental well-being, you ensure that you have the energy and clarity to use your time wisely. Finally, learn to say no. One of the biggest challenges people face when managing their time is the pressure to say yes to everything, whether it's social invitations, additional tasks, or favors from others. However, saying yes to everything can quickly lead to overwhelm and burnout. Mastering your time means having the discipline to say no to things that don't align with your goals or values. This will allow you to focus on the activities that move you forward and create space for what really matters. Mastering your time is not something that happens overnight. It's a lifelong process of discipline, awareness, and continuous improvement. But once you begin to take control of your time, you will find that you can achieve more, reduce stress, and live a life that is aligned with your true priorities. Jim Rohn's teachings on time remind us that we are the architects of our own futures. By learning to master your time, you give yourself the opportunity to create the life you truly want. Number 4. Developing emotional resilience is one of the most vital skills for navigating life's ups and downs. It allows you to remain steady and focused even in the face of adversity, setbacks, and challenges. Emotional resilience is the ability to adapt, recover, and even grow stronger after experiencing difficult or stressful situations. Jim Rohn, in his many teachings, emphasized the importance of resilience, reminding us that life will inevitably present challenges. But it is how we respond to those challenges that defines our success. Resilience doesn't mean you won't feel hurt, disappointed, or overwhelmed at times. Rather, it means you develop the strength to overcome those feelings and keep moving forward. One of the foundational principles of emotional resilience is accepting that challenges are a natural part of life. Many people fall into the trap of thinking that life should be easy or that success should come without struggle. However, adversity is inevitable. It's not something to avoid, but something to embrace. Jim Rohn often said, don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. Instead of resisting the difficulties you face, develop the mindset that challenges are opportunities for growth and development. By accepting this reality, you take away some of the fear and resistance that often accompany difficult times. Another critical aspect of emotional resilience is learning to manage your emotions effectively. It's natural to feel upset, anxious, or even angry when faced with a setback. However, emotional resilience involves recognizing these emotions and not allowing them to dictate your behavior or decisions. Rohn often reminded his audiences that the most important decision you make is what you do with your emotional life. Instead of allowing negative emotions to control you, focus on how you can manage them constructively. This might involve taking a step back to breathe, practicing mindfulness, or seeking support from others. By giving yourself space to process your emotions, you can regain clarity and make more rational, thoughtful decisions rather than reacting impulsively. Resilience also requires developing a strong sense of purpose. When you have a clear vision of where you want to go and what you want to achieve, it becomes easier to withstand setbacks. A clear sense of purpose gives you the motivation to push through difficult times and keep your eyes on the prize. Without a purpose, challenges can feel overwhelming and insurmountable. As Jim Rohn wisely said, when the why is clear, the how is easy. When you know why you're doing something, why it matters to you, and why it will ultimately help you achieve your long-term goals, the obstacles you face along the way seem smaller and more manageable. The key is to regularly remind yourself of your larger goals, so that even during the toughest times you can keep going. Developing emotional resilience also involves learning from failure. It's easy to become discouraged when things don't go as planned or when we experience a setback. But failure is not the end of the road. It's an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow. Jim Rohn often spoke about the importance of viewing failure as feedback rather than as something to be feared. Don't be afraid of losing. Be afraid of not trying. When you see failure not as a reflection of your inability, but as a lesson to be learned, you're much more likely to keep trying, improving, and eventually succeeding. Resilient individuals view setbacks as part of the process, not the end of the journey. Equally important in developing emotional resilience is the ability to build a support system. No one is an island, and when times get tough, having a network of supportive friends, family members, or mentors can make a world of difference. Resilience doesn't mean you have to do everything alone. It means having the strength to reach out and ask for help when needed. Having people around you who believe in you, encourage you, and offer guidance can provide the emotional boost necessary to get through difficult times. Jim Rohn often emphasized the value of surrounding yourself with the right people. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. By choosing to spend time with those who uplift and support you, you create an environment where emotional resilience can flourish. One of the most powerful ways to build resilience is through self-care. Taking care of your physical health, mental well-being, and emotional needs is essential in developing resilience. When you feel physically strong and mentally sharp, you're better equipped to handle the stresses of life. Exercise, proper nutrition, and adequate sleep are not just physical needs, they are foundational to emotional stability. Jim Rohn understood the connection between physical health and mental resilience, often saying, take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. By taking proactive steps to nurture your body and mind, you ensure that you have the energy and emotional stamina to deal with life's inevitable challenges. Lastly, developing emotional resilience requires a growth mindset. Resilient people view difficulties as opportunities to grow and improve rather than as signs of their inadequacy. They believe that their abilities and intelligence can be developed through hard work and perseverance. This mindset, coined by psychologist Carol Dweck, is one of the cornerstones of emotional resilience. By adopting a growth mindset, you stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances and start viewing yourself as someone who can learn, adapt, and rise above any challenge. In conclusion, emotional resilience is not an innate trait. It's a skill that can be developed over time with intention and practice. By accepting challenges, managing your emotions, staying focused on your purpose, learning from failure, building a support system, prioritizing self-care, and adopting a growth mindset, you can develop the emotional resilience necessary to navigate life's challenges. As Jim Rohn said, the more you discipline yourself to handle life's challenges, the more capable you become of overcoming even greater obstacles. Resilience isn't about avoiding adversity, it's about becoming stronger through it. With practice and commitment, you can build the emotional strength needed to face any challenge and continue moving forward. Number 5. Letting go of toxic people and situations is one of the most powerful decisions you can make for your mental, emotional, and even physical well-being. The people you surround yourself with and the situations you allow to dominate your life play a significant role in shaping your outlook, energy, and overall success. Jim Rohn often emphasized the impact that the environment and the people in your life have on your personal growth. He famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." This statement highlights the undeniable truth that the company we keep profoundly influences our behavior, mindset, and progress. Therefore, one of the most crucial steps towards self-improvement and emotional well-being is learning to distance yourself from negative influences and situations that drain your energy, undermine your potential, and hold you back. The first step in letting go of toxic people and situations is recognizing them for what they are. Toxicity can manifest in various forms: people who are constantly negative, manipulative, controlling, or draining, as well as situations that keep you stuck in cycles of stress, drama, or unhealthy habits. Recognizing these toxic influences is not always easy, especially when you've been surrounded by them for a long time. Sometimes toxic people disguise themselves as friends, family, or colleagues, and their behavior may be subtle or disguised as concern. But if you find that you are consistently feeling drained, unappreciated, or worse after interactions with certain people or in certain situations, it's time to take a closer look. Jim Rohn encouraged us to always be mindful of who and what we allow into our lives, saying, "You are the sum of the people you associate with." If the people in your life are draining your energy, undermining your confidence, or limiting your potential, it may be time to reevaluate those relationships. The next step is setting clear boundaries. One of the most common reasons people stay in toxic relationships or situations is that they don't know how to set or enforce boundaries. They may fear confrontation, worry about upsetting others, or feel guilty about distancing themselves from someone they've known for a long time. However, setting boundaries is a form of self-respect. It's a recognition that your time, energy, and peace of mind are valuable and you have the right to protect them. Jim Rohn often spoke about the importance of personal discipline and respect for oneself. He said, "You must take personal responsibility. You cannot change the circumstances, the seasons, or the wind. But you can change yourself." Setting boundaries means choosing to protect your emotional health by clearly defining what is acceptable and what is not. This might involve having difficult conversations, saying no more often, or even distancing yourself from certain people or situations altogether. Another key element in letting go of toxic people and situations is understanding the power of choice. You always have a choice in how you respond to people and situations. While you cannot control the behavior of others or change circumstances beyond your control, you have full authority over how you engage with them. Jim Rohn taught that your life is a reflection of your choices. If you choose to stay in toxic environments or relationships, you are allowing those negative influences to shape your life. On the other hand, when you make the conscious choice to remove yourself from those situations, you begin to take control of your future. This choice often requires courage, as it may mean letting go of relationships or situations that you've invested time and energy into. However, once you take that step, you open up space for healthier, more supportive relationships and opportunities that align with your goals and values. Letting go of toxic people and situations also means embracing self-love and self-worth. Many people stay in toxic relationships or situations because they feel they don't deserve better or that they won't find anything better. This mindset often stems from low self-esteem or a fear of loneliness. But in truth, you are worthy of respect, kindness, and positive energy. Jim Rohn often emphasized the importance of self-respect, saying, "Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live." If you respect yourself and understand your worth, you will naturally start to remove toxic influences from your life. You'll begin to recognize that your happiness and well-being are far more important than maintaining relationships or staying in situations that no longer serve you. When you practice self-love, you make choices that honor your values, boundaries, and emotional needs. It's also essential to replace negativity with positivity. Letting go of toxic people and situations doesn't just mean removing the negative, it also involves intentionally filling your life with positivity. Once you distance yourself from toxic influences, you make space for healthier relationships, more supportive environments, and enriching experiences. This could mean seeking out new friendships with people who inspire and uplift you, pursuing activities that bring you joy, or even dedicating more time to personal growth and self-care. Jim Rohn believed that personal development is one of the most important investments you can make. He said, "Your personal philosophy is the greatest determining factor in how your life works out. By focusing on positive influences and experiences, you create an environment that fosters growth, happiness, and fulfillment." Finally, letting go of toxic people and situations requires embracing change and growth. Sometimes the most toxic people and situations are the ones we've been holding on to for fear of change or because we've become comfortable in the chaos. However, growth rarely happens in comfort zones. By letting go of what no longer serves you, you create space for new opportunities, new relationships, and new ways of thinking. Jim Rohn often spoke about the importance of change in achieving success. Success is something you attract by the person you become. When you let go of toxicity, you create room for the kind of life you truly want to live. Letting go of toxic people and situations is not always easy, but it is essential for your emotional, mental, and physical well-being. It takes awareness, courage, and a commitment to your own growth. By recognizing toxic influences, setting boundaries, embracing self-love, and replacing negativity with positivity, you can create a life that is aligned with your values and aspirations. Remember, as Jim Rohn wisely said, the greatest gift you can give yourself is the gift of your own personal development. Letting go of toxicity is a crucial part of that development. It will lead you to a more fulfilling and empowered life. Number 6, focusing on what you can control is one of the most empowering mindsets you can adopt in life. Life is full of uncertainties, challenges, and situations that are beyond our influence. Yet we often spend an overwhelming amount of energy worrying about these uncontrollable elements. Jim Rohn frequently emphasized that you cannot change the circumstances, the seasons, or the wind. But you can change yourself. This simple truth underscores the importance of focusing on what is within your control and letting go of things that you cannot influence. When you direct your energy toward the things you can control, you free yourself from frustration and anxiety, and you begin to take full ownership of your life. At the heart of focusing on what you can control is personal responsibility. No matter what external circumstances may be, you have the ability to control how you respond to them. You cannot control how others behave, the decisions others make, or the random events that life throws your way, but you can control your attitude, your actions, and your mindset. Jim Rohn often said, the ultimate reason for setting goals is to entice you to become the person it takes to achieve them. This quote reminds us that we are responsible for the person we become. Even when faced with obstacles, we can choose how we approach them, what we learn from them, and how we grow through them. By taking responsibility for your actions and reactions, you regain a sense of control and purpose, which is essential for moving forward in life. A crucial aspect of focusing on what you can control is letting go of the need for external validation. Too often, we seek approval from others or let their opinions dictate our decisions. However, the reality is that you cannot control what other people think of you or how they perceive your actions. While feedback is valuable, seeking constant validation can create a dependence on others' opinions, which robs you of your self-confidence and sense of autonomy. Instead, focus on internal validation by aligning your actions with your values and goals. Jim Rohn's wisdom encourages us to be the architects of our own success, stating, "Success is not to be pursued, it is to be attracted by the person you become." When you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, you no longer rely on others' approval to feel worthy. You gain confidence by trusting in your own decisions and capabilities. Another critical area where you can focus your energy is managing your time effectively. Time is one of the most valuable resources we have, yet is often squandered on things we cannot control. Focusing on how you use your time is an excellent way to regain control over your life. You can't control how many hours are in a day or how others choose to spend their time, but you can decide how to allocate your own time. Jim Rohn frequently highlighted the importance of time management, saying, "Time is more valuable than money. You can get more money, but you cannot get more time." When you prioritize your time and focus on the activities that align with your goals, you are making a conscious effort to control your future. This may involve setting clear priorities, creating a daily routine, and eliminating distractions that drain your energy and attention. By taking charge of your time, you are investing in your personal growth and long-term success. Additionally, your health and well-being are entirely within your control, and focusing on them is one of the most powerful ways to improve your life. While you cannot control all aspects of your health, such as genetic predispositions or certain diseases, you can control how you take care of your body. Healthy habits like exercising regularly, eating nutritious food, getting enough sleep, and managing stress are all actions that you can control. Jim Rohn often emphasized the importance of taking care of your body, saying, "Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. When you make your health a priority, you are better equipped to handle challenges and pursue your goals with energy and enthusiasm." An often overlooked area that is within your control is your mindset. Your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes shape the way you perceive the world and interact with it. While external events and people can influence your emotions, you always have the power to choose how to interpret and respond to those events. A positive, growth-oriented mindset allows you to see challenges as opportunities, failures as learning experiences, and setbacks as temporary obstacles. Jim Rohn often spoke about the importance of mindset, reminding us that your philosophy is the greatest determining factor in how your life works out. By adopting a mindset of resilience, gratitude, and self-belief, you can navigate life's challenges with a sense of calm and confidence. When you focus on controlling your thoughts and beliefs, you begin to shape your reality from the inside out. Lastly, building meaningful relationships is another area where you can direct your energy. While you can't control the actions of others, you can choose who you spend your time with and how you engage with those people. Surrounding yourself with positive, supportive individuals who encourage your growth and share your values can significantly enhance your emotional and mental well-being. Jim Rohn wisely noted, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." If you choose to spend time with people who inspire and challenge you, you elevate your own potential. You can also choose how you contribute to those relationships by offering kindness, empathy, and support. In conclusion, focusing on what you can control is a liberating practice that allows you to reclaim your power and direct your energy toward the things that truly matter. While life will always present challenges and uncertainties, your ability to choose how you respond to them defines your path. By taking responsibility for your actions, managing your time effectively, prioritizing your health, cultivating a positive mindset, and building meaningful relationships, you can create a life that reflects your true potential. As Jim Rohn taught, you cannot change the circumstances, the seasons, or the wind, but you can change yourself when you focus on what you can control. You unlock the power to transform your life and achieve your goals. Number 7. Committing to daily personal development is one of the most impactful decisions you can make in your life. The concept of personal growth is not a one-time event, but a continuous lifelong journey. Jim Rohn, a renowned speaker and author, often emphasized the importance of personal development, stating, "The major key to your better future is you." This simple yet profound idea captures the essence of personal development. You are the one who holds the key to unlocking your future. By committing to daily growth, you not only improve your skills and knowledge, but you also transform your mindset, your relationships, and your approach to life's challenges. Personal development is the path to becoming the best version of yourself, and taking small, consistent actions each day can lead to profound long-term results. The first step in committing to daily personal development is setting clear goals. Without a clear vision of where you want to go, it is easy to get lost in the day-to-day distractions of life. Goals give you direction and purpose, serving as a roadmap that guides your actions and decisions. Jim Rohn frequently spoke about the importance of goal setting, saying, "You cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight by setting specific, measurable, and achievable goals. You ensure that your efforts are focused on what truly matters to you." Goals act as a compass, helping you stay on track and reminding you why personal development is worth the effort. Once you have clear goals, the next step is developing a daily routine that prioritizes growth. Success doesn't happen by accident. It is the result of consistent, intentional action. Rohn often emphasized the importance of discipline in daily habits, saying, "Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day." A daily routine that includes activities aimed at personal growth, such as reading, journaling, meditation, exercise, or learning new skills, creates momentum and fosters continual improvement. When you commit to these habits each day, no matter how small, you steadily build the foundation for success. Over time, these small efforts compound, leading to significant progress. Whether it's dedicating 15 minutes a day to reading a personal development book or practicing mindfulness for a few minutes in the morning, the key is consistency. Another crucial element of personal development is cultivating a positive mindset. Your thoughts shape your reality, and by nurturing a mindset of growth and possibility, you unlock your true potential. Jim Rohn often said, "Your life does not get better by chance, it gets better by change." Developing a positive mindset means embracing challenges as opportunities for growth, viewing setbacks as temporary, and focusing on solutions instead of problems. It also involves practicing gratitude, which shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. By starting each day with a positive affirmation or practicing gratitude, you can rewire your brain to focus on the positive aspects of your life and begin your day with an empowered mindset. Committing to daily personal development also involves learning from others. Personal growth is not an isolated journey. Mentorship, networking, and learning from others' experiences are invaluable resources on the path to improvement. Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your mindset, energy, and growth." By choosing to spend time with individuals who inspire and challenge you, you elevate your own thinking and performance. Additionally, seeking out mentors or learning from successful people in your field can provide invaluable insights and help you avoid common pitfalls. Reading books, listening to podcasts, attending seminars, and engaging in discussions with others who are on a similar path can accelerate your personal development and expose you to new ideas and strategies. One of the most important aspects of personal development is embracing failure as part of the process. Failure is often seen as something to avoid or fear, but it is an essential part of growth. Jim Rohn often said, "Don't be afraid of losing, be afraid of not trying." Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a necessary stepping stone on the road to achievement. Each failure provides valuable lessons that can help you improve and move forward. By committing to daily personal development, you inevitably face challenges and setbacks. However, rather than viewing these moments as failures, see them as opportunities to learn, adapt, and refine your approach. The key is to never give up and always keep moving forward, learning from each experience. Committing to personal development also means prioritizing self-care. Personal growth is not just about professional achievements or accumulating knowledge. It also involves taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Jim Rohn wisely noted, "Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live if you want to grow as a person. You need to ensure that your body and mind are healthy." Regular exercise, healthy eating, adequate sleep, and time for relaxation and reflection are all essential components of personal development. When you feel good physically, you have more energy and motivation to pursue your goals and tackle challenges. Likewise, taking care of your mental and emotional health through practices like meditation, mindfulness, or therapy can help you manage stress, improve focus, and maintain a positive outlook. Finally, accountability and tracking progress are vital to staying committed to daily personal development. Without accountability, it's easy to let your personal growth efforts slip over time. Whether it's through a mentor, coach, or even self-reflection, holding yourself accountable helps you stay on track and focused on your goals. Tracking your progress, whether it's through journaling, habit tracking apps, or simply reflecting on your journey, allows you to celebrate small victories, identify areas for improvement, and keep yourself motivated. Jim Rohn believed in the power of discipline and commitment, often stating, "Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying the basic fundamentals by regularly evaluating your growth. You ensure that you remain on the path to continuous improvement." In conclusion, committing to daily personal development is a powerful decision that can transform your life. By setting clear goals, developing positive habits, cultivating a growth mindset, learning from others, embracing failure, prioritizing self-care, and holding yourself accountable, you lay the foundation for lasting success. Personal development is not a destination but a journey, and by committing to it every day, you steadily move toward becoming the best version of yourself. Jim Rohn's teachings remind us that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And by choosing to invest in your own growth, you take control of your future and unlock your true potential.